another presentation of the NBA. And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the three. Now here's Edwards. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will. He'll go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Here's Booker. Uses the glass on the layup.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
Russell up top. He's guarded by Paul. Pass to Prince. And stolen by Bridges. And the Suns pushing it up now. Now here's Ayton. Up top, Paul. Puts it up from the high post. Can't get it to drop. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Inside. Crowder with a steal. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Bridges. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. That one on Russell.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Now here's Russell. Edwards with it. Now here's Russell. Here's Edwards. Pass to Prince. That three's off the mark. Outside Booker. Puts up a three. Minnesota with a rebound. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Towns with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. Here's Prince. The shot comes out. Nice D from Bridges.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton.
Oh, a sensational play. Adjusting in midair to elude the defender, just couldn't finish.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
That shot wide open. Booker's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Yes, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
And let us know you want one.
The Timberwolves trail.
To your Timberwolves dancer.
Pass to Edwards. Shot to end the cold streak. And that's 2 points on the layup. Edwards got his second bucket.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Bridges, right side. 1:27 left in the first quarter here. And he buries his first look.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Russell. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Fires it from 18. Pass to Gobert. Here's Prince. 5 to shoot. Knocks down the long J.
You know, the NBA is all about the three-point shot right now, and Prince can really shoot it from out there.
Crowder outside. Now Paul. Crowder with a screen. Paul finds Crowder. Bridges with it. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Prince on the attack. Pass to Edwards. With the second effort, outside for Russell. Hayden against Gobert. Crowder with a steal. Oh, got a piece of it. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Towns. Outside Russell. Fires for three. Here's Gobert. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
He gets it up. Doesn't go that time. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one.
Please give a big round of applause for the Pirates.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
They've also done a good job defensively so far tonight, just making it tough all around on shooters, and it shows in their block numbers.
The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Booker. Bridges passes to Booker. Takes a 3. The shot won't fall. And Minnesota will come the other way.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Russell with the ball. He's guarded by Paul. Outside Russell. And it's Towns penetrating. Pass to Prince. Outside Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Up top, Booker. Back to Paul. Stolen by Russell. In transition. And it's Towns with the power finish.
You know what makes Towns so dangerous in transition? He can beat you with the shot, or he can beat you at the rim.
Outside Booker. On the wing, Crowder. Back to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Spins. From 15 feet away. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Edwards. It's hauled in by the Suns.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
It's Booker on the wing. And the Suns miss again.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Now Towns. Edwards a screen on Crowder. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
Paul passes to Bridges. Paul against Russell. Outside Booker to win the run. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA First Team. Just a big honor.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Prince. Towns with the ball. Soft touch off the glass. Towns has got his third basket on the night right there.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time, right in the shooting pocket.
Here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Prince can't hit. The Suns have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Paul passes to Crowder, and stolen by Gobert. Towns with the ball, and it's Paul picking him up. Outside Russell. The three. Towns finds Russell. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
The size advantage gives them a clear path to the shot.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Crowder outside. Ayton against Gobert. Bridges outside. Let's go with a three. Knocks down the triple. Bridges has got 6.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
32 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Russell. Back to Towns. Right side Russell. The baseline J is on the way. Off the left rim and out.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game. The Suns trailing. Paul with it. Bridges outside. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns.
22, the Suns. 18. Bang, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, they've got Dario Saric. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Damian Lee, and it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So many incredible players, Clark. What elite talent really takes your breath away? Is it passing or shooting, handles, or maybe those high-flying dunkers?
Yeah, for me, I think it's seeing the game, and that goes back to passing. Being able to see a player so ahead, that really excites me because not many players can do that. Scoring, you got a bunch of guys that can do that. Athleticism is actually 13 to a dozen in today's NBA. So I like the vision and passing as the skill that most excites me.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Payne. The shot that time not on target. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Noel. He buries it from 3. And it's a 7-point Minnesota lead.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Lee. McDaniels covering. And there's a pick. Shamet, no good. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Payne. 4 on the clock. Here's Noel. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
McDaniels from long range. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside Booker. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And he drops it in from the low post. Booker's got 10 points.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Russell against Booker. Here's Edwards to the left side wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Double team on Towns. Oh, there's the alley. Now here's Ayton. Paul passes to Ayton. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Oh, sweet move. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Outside Edwards. And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Here's Booker. He's got 10. It's Bridges on the wing. The layup off target. And here's Minnesota now. This run now up to 13-2. And Gobert with the stuff.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Paul, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Prince. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Russell. Beyond the arc. Here's Towns. Edwards finds Towns. Tries again. The Suns clear it. Outside Booker. Over Edwards. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Minnesota. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Following the score by Phoenix. Stolen by Russell. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Here's Towns. Oh, yes, the turnaround. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off the transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
To the left wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
Russell against Paul. Paul, a screen on Towns. Crowder, pass to Paul.
Yep, excellent use of the old up and up move that time. Chris selling it hard and everybody buying.
First one falls for him.
Shooting for Phoenix.
Ball hits them both.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their 2nd winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Back to Russell. Towns against Crowder. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mikal Bridges. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Now here's Paul. Shakes him. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Minnesota's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Pass to Prince. Right side Edwards. Cans it with nobody near him. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And you know, succeeding in the catch and shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Booker against Edwards. Paul, a screen on Edwards. Clock at 6 for 3. Booker nails it from 3.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
Paul against Russell. Pass to Prince. Now here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Outside Paul. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th. Out to the wing. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Russell against Paul. Outside Russell. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Russell from outside. And Gobert with the stuff.
I can't emphasize enough what reading is all about. That's seeing the game in front of you, another way to put it. Russell making a great choice for the assist there.
Now here's Booker. And a nice finish on the layup.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Here's Russell.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Timberwolves.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for Rudy Gobert.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight, flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends.
Now here's Bridges. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Pass to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And there's the lob. Paul finds Ayton. Puts it up from 12. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A competitive game. You have to feel it.
sport. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Shot clock at 5. George dishes to Morris. Shoots from the line, and that one goes long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Gobert finds McDaniel. The shot from the low post is good.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
Outside, George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Jackson misses. And the Timberwolves with possession. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And Brett, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly, it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point, but with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise as they find their health. So healthy for the league to have 2 teams in LA that can be this good.
Russell passes to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Towns, a screen on Jackson. To the middle. And Towns, the bucket on the assist by Gobert.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Outside, George. Over Edwards. George, no good.
I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but I wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
Russell kicks to McDaniels. Just 4 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Stolen by Zubats. Jackson dishes to Morris. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Yeah, really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years, but it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. Inside. Here's George. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. George against Edwards. Left side, Towns. McDaniels finds Towns. Back to McDaniel. From the arc. It's hauled in by George.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Russell against Jackson. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Morris. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Edwards looking it over. Driving to the basket. And the rejection by Zubats. Morris, left side. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. A nice shot by George.
Yeah, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG can be an MVP caliber player.
Russell passes to Gobert. Outside, Towns. And they get it. Gobert trying to get open. Towns, no luck. Outside, George. Here's Leonard. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the...
And please give a big round of applause for the Pharos.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal, and you can get out in transition. You seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. And George kicks to Wall. Back to George. Over Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 4. Outside Leonard. From outside the arc. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Pass to Russell. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And slams dunk by Gobert.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Outside, George. Here's the 3. No good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. Can't hit from in close.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
And this is who he has become. Leonard with the great body control takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and 1.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Leonard against Towns. Here's Gobert. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubats has got 5 rebounds tonight. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 4. Russell kicks to Towns. Back to Russell. Now the pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. 4 on the clock. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
How about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Leonard, the pass to Zubats. It's stolen by Gobert. Popped up there for Edwards. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for 1 more coming up.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Outside, George. Looking to get back on track here.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now, here is Russell. Passes it to Towns. He kicks to McDaniels. Outside, Russell. Wall with the steal. Kicks it out to Leonard. Three-pointer. Rebound, Minnesota. 24 seconds left to play here in the half. And here is McDaniel. And it's Russell at the elbow. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Leonard with the steal. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
You got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handles.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. And thanks so much, Dave, for the grip.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 15. The Clippers, 18.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's George. Pass to Zubats. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, has got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Here's Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Now Towns. Here's Russell. Feeds it to Gobert. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's George. Pass to Covington. Buries it down low. Covington's got his first points of the night.
Covington will hit threes, but he'll go down low and mix it up a bit too.
Edwards against George. Edwards dishes to Towns. Launches it. Not going to go that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Covington wide open. He fires. Stolen by McDaniels. Outside, Russell. Now, here's McDaniels. Covered by Wall. Russell passes to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Count it. Good. Gobert's got his second basket.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
The three from George. Hits it from three-point range. George has got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. Leonard with the steal. And now Wall running the floor all by himself. And he goes right over to D'Angelo Russell and slams it down.
And the claw at work. Just one reason why he's always a threat to lead the league in steals. Jump starts the fast break there.
On the wing, George. Edwards defending. Here's Leonard. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And the pass to Towns. Kicks to Gobert. Makes it off the glass. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Wall passes to Leonard. It's George on the wing. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. And it's sent back by Russell. And he gets it back. It's stolen by Gobert. And they're pushing it up. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Los Angeles leading by 6. Outside, George. From past the arc. Los Angeles with another miss. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside, George. Wall a screen on Edwards. Here's George. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
What a great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
19 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Edwards. The dish to McDaniels. He kicks to Gobert. Just 3 on the clock. And finished off by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to...
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 7. From Target Center, back in a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the 1.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they paid a price.
Outside Edwards. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And Gobert with the lay-in.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Fires from 18. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Russell against Wall. Outside Covington. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Gobert. Left side, Towns. Edwards kicks to Towns. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by John Wall.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Russell looking around. Outside Edwards. To the middle, Leonard with the steal. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul.
Jaden McDaniels.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Los Angeles now. Outside, George. Unloads. And that one swishes right in. And now it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
McDaniels finds Russell. Outside Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns with 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And the handles Covington has are impressive, slicing and dicing through the defense with
2
ease.
minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the inside. Leonard with the steal. All with it. He's picked up by Russell. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
The deep 3 from George. Minnesota with the rebound. McDaniels got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Edwards. He feeds it to Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Outside Covington. Lots of room. And the shot is long. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Giving up just 8 points in the 4th quarter.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting a chance to come up big for his team.
Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. And it's Wall at the elbow. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. 35 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Russell kicks to Towns. Lets it go with a 3. Here's Gobert. That one off the back iron and out. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
In the corner, George with it. Outside Leonard. So the Clippers with the win. A narrow win under. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. matchups in this league, and tonight will likely be the exact opposite of that.
Well, and that's what happens when you get two defensive-minded teams going against each other. They don't make mistakes, they communicate at a high level, and they play with a ton of heart. I expect this to be a physical, grinded-out kind of game.
Kind of old school then.
Who doesn't love some old school?
That's right. And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. Now here's Jackson. The three. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Paul against Jackson. Here is Paul. Paul is screen on Leonard. Bridges passes to Paul. The Clippers grab the miss.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Suns getting the bucket. Zubats trying to break loose. Good D by Booker. Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. They get a hand on it. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And this is what you like about Reggie Jackson. He sees everything. Great instincts.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And here's George after the three-pointer from Jay Crowder. And George, here we go. And he banks in the layup.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Now here's Booker. Outside Crowder. Just 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. And here's Booker from the arc. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside, George. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
And that one misses.
Ivica Zubac at the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Booker.
2 minutes.
Paul outside. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Zubats. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubats. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
LA ball.
The Clippers trail. Outside, George. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Takes it out to Leonard. Goes back up. Jump shot is good. It's all knotted up.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Passes it to Booker. Bridges outside. Booker with this screen for Bridges. Stolen by George. Jackson against Paul. Jackson with the bounce pass. The three from George. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs wants to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Leonard. It's George on the wing, defended by Booker. And it's George missing.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Here's Paul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Team foul.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside, George. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Booker. From deep three-point range, Phoenix no good that time either. George, that's a two-pointer, and no good on the last second attempt this time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. Phoenix.
We welcome you back to Noche Latino. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. Pocket 2, Leonard no luck. The Suns leading. Down low, here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Now here's Jackson, outside Leonard. Over Bridges. Leonard no luck. Phoenix leading by 3. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. They are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. DA, thank you. Clippers trail by 3. Jackson finds Leonard. There's the triple. And the 3 ball is good. Leonard's got 5. And the NBA in recent years has gone from measuring players' height in shoes to now, Richard, just in socks. Like, for instance, Draymond Green went from 6'7" to 6'6", although he'll probably argue that with you. Did you get shorter without shoes?
I was one of the rare players that actually rounded lower. I was 6'6" and 3/4 without shoes on, so I would probably be closer to 6'9" with shoes and socks and orthotics. So, you know, look, I was one of the honest ones, so I have no issue with them bringing it back down. So it's fine. I'm glad they're changing it up and we're getting accurate numbers.
Leonard, the shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
An elite scorer in today's game. Leonard is consistent at staying aggressive on the offensive end.
Hefty move. Paul dishes to Booker. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they had accomplished in a bit of time.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Shot by Crowder, no good. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Morris outside for George.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And punishing move there on the interior. Usually Leonard's going to get the bucket, draw the foul, or both.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles. And the second free throw, good. The Suns have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Paul surveying the floor. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a half-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been at 90% or over multiple times in his career. And the leadership Paul brings to this team is so incredibly important. His teammates really rally behind him.
Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Outside, George. Los Angeles with another miss.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Booker outside. Paul outside. Right side, Crowder. Back to Paul. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Reggie Jackson.
So good at drawing contact. CP uses his smarts to get to the line.
And so Paul nails both of them.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Here's Leonard. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Leonard's got 10 points in the quarter.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Kicks it out to Booker. Over to the wing. Jackson against Paul. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Clippers ball.
Clippers leading by 3. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Jackson down low, defended by Paul. Here's Leonard. And too long on the shot. Paul right side. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
That's a tough take by Paul inside. He is absolutely fearless, and that helps him get a trip to the stripe.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Kawhi.
To the score. Your Suns, 18. The Clippers, 19.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
We've got Lee. Landry Shamet is out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Šarić, and it's Landale in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Leonard. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. Robert Covington comes in for Marcus Morris. Powell, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Kennard in for Paul George. Here's Paul. There's the pass to Lee. For the lead. And that's 2 points on the layup. Lee's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Suns. And here's Wall. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. The Suns leading. And talking about Dario Saric, a role player, Richard, who does whatever is asked of him.
Yeah, those are the players that you need. You want a guy that doesn't care if he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a guy that just wants to win. And his selfless attitude helps serve as a catalyst for this team.
Now, here's Kennard. Following the missed shot by Dario Saric. And that's good. Luke Kennard for three. And the Clippers lead by 2.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Ball against Wall. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Cameron Payne's checked in for Chris Paul. Now here's Wall. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shots good by Kennard.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Here's Payne. Trailing by 5. Over Wall. Payne finds Saric. Now here's Shamet. Kennard covering. And it's Shamet missing.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than that.
Kennard's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Into the lane. Payne's shot is good.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Now, here's Kennard. He's covered by Shamet. Kennard's shot is off. Suns trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lee outside. Good on the bucket. Lee's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Passes it to Kennard. Landale grabs the miss. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Pass to Shamet. 1:33 left to play here in the third. Pass to Payne. Three-pointer. He can't hit that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Outside, Covington. Tries it from the top of the key. Off the left rim and out. The Suns trailing. For the lead. The second effort, lead. Here's Landale. That gives them the lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And the pass to Powell. Kennard on the wing. Releases from the wing and drills it. Kennard's got 8. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Payne up top, covered by Wall. Powell against Lee. There's the 3. He can't get that one to fall. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And he gets it to go. And it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
And on the drive, Wall can be so sudden, striking before the defense gets a chance to load.
Passes to Shamet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Suns have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. That free throw good for Shamet.
Landry Shamet.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers lead by 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son's youth.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. Crowder the pass to Paul. Covington with the steal. All alone. And the dunk by Covington.
Incredible. Part of the reason Covington is so valued is because of that two-way ability.
Bounce pass from Paul. Ayton the pass to Booker. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Leonard attacking, shoots over Bridges, and it's Leonard missing. Al Phoenix shooting 43% from the floor. Booker dishes to Crowder. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Bridges with the steal. Paul for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Left side, Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on 8.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
Both good from the line that time. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Al Paul. Bridges outside. Ayton a screen on Wall. Here's Paul. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
An excellent mid-range shooter. Once Paul gets any kind of airspace, he's taking that shot.
Ball passes to George. High post try. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
There are nights where the shots just don't fall. Unfortunately, I know how that feels.
Ball against George. Here's Ayton. Booker in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. To take the lead. Wall grabs the board. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's George. Los Angeles with another miss. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
And Leonard has it in the corner.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Lets it go from the wing. It's hauled in by the Suns. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Booker outside. Zubac against Paul. Back to Booker. From deep. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's a 4-point Suns lead.
He just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Looking to end the run. And that one hits back on.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
1:11 left to play here in the fourth. All against Wall. On the wing, Bridges. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Leonard with no one around. Again, Leonard missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
On the wing, Booker, defended by George. Lets it fly from 18. Suns keep it alive. And a deep three from Booker. Crowder, and Crowder stays with it. Crowder's got the lead up to 9 now for Phoenix.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And here's Leonard from 3. Sinks the triple.
That championship mentality of Leonard. This is why they go to him in the clutch.
So it's Phoenix.
This could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Now here's Edwards to the inside. Here's Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Outside Paul. Driving in. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Paul's ball handling skills are insane, off the charts, amazing. They're snaking through and making the defense look bad.
Now here's Russell. Stolen by Booker. Edwards against Paul. Out to Bridges. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first run.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best. And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Now here's Booker. And it's in there.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
Russell against Paul. Outside Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And Ayton with the stuff.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Outside Russell. Here's Gobert. Misses in close.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Back to Booker. There's the 3. Pure from 3-point range. Booker's got 5.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Up top, Edwards. To halt the run. Oh, wow! Oh, big finish. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5. Nifty move. Pass to Ayton. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
A minute 22 left in the first. Russell to pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell, just 5 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Paul passes to Booker. Now here's Bridges. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. Why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Towns can't get it to go.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
McDaniels against Booker. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. 7 points in the game.
It looked like that was going to be blocked. but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Towns gets the bucket.
Good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Paul with it. Pass to Bridges. Crafty move. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Russell.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And so he makes both from the line.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
And so it's Phoenix leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in its center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Booker against Edwards. Booker, good. Booker's got 9 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special. When you talk about guys that can score from all 3 levels, I think Big Cat is right at the top of that list, especially if you condense it to just big guys. He can do it facing up or with his back to the goal.
A nice shot by Booker.
Boy, excellent work that time by Paul. Set a nice screen that time.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Russell, the pass to Towns. And it's all from 3-point range.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Booker against Edwards. And here's Crowder from the arc. Unable to get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. McDaniels with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Russell, that's good.
You know, you look at Russell and the green light is always on from there for him. And he shoots it with confidence.
Paul passes to Bridges. It's blocked by Gobert. And they'll keep possession. Pass to Booker. McDaniels against Crowder. Here's Towns. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And it's now just a 1-point Suns lead.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
Now Paul. Bridges outside. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got 6.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Booker against Edwards. Outside Booker. Crowder outside. Over Towns. Crowder finds Booker. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
Inside Russell. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Unselfish play. When your shot's not there, just make the next pass.
Paul passes to Bridges. There's 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Got a piece of it. And now the Suns fast break for the finish. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Paul against Russell. Pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of
Your Suns, 27. The Timberwolves, 24.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Here's Noel, and he drives in, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Not exactly sure what the defense is thinking. You know he's going to be aggressive coming out of the half.
That's a mistake they cannot afford to repeat very often. I mean, you can't leave him alone like that. He'll torch you.
Now here's Payne. Just 4 to shoot. Prince grabs the miss.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
McLaughlin, right wing. And he's all alone. Pass to Landale. Shoots over Anderson. And Landale gets it to go. And the Suns lead by 5.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
90 seconds into the second half now. And it's McLaughlin missing. For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Shamet. Here's Lee. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Basket counts. And now a 7-point Suns lead.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Payne. To the middle. Here's Prince. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
And he knocks down the first one. Craig is checked in for Shamet. He's perfect from the line this time. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Lee. Outside Payne. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Landale. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
That one on Anderson. That free throw no good.
At the line for your Suns.
And he sinks the second. The Timberwolves trail. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Anderson. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Craig. Rebound Minnesota. Here's Noel. Down low. Here's McLaughlin. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. McLaughlin's got his first bucket in this one.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Pass to Lee. Here's Landale. Now Šarić. Anderson covers. The Suns need to get off a shot from deep three-point range. And the Suns miss again. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Noel. Anderson with it. Count that one. And now it's just a 2-point Phoenix lead. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter of the game. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Here's McLaughlin. This for the tie. Stolen by Payne. And here's Šarić for 3. Anderson pulls it down. And the Timberwolves with possession. 2-point game. Back to Reid. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
First one falls for him.
Naz Reid. 2 shots.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Here's Prince. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. It's Bridges on the wing. Crowder outside. There's the triple. The shot no good. The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Paul. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Big guard, nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drive.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Crowder outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bridges. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
And the athleticism he showed there, wow, that's not easy to do.
Russell up top. He's guarded by Paul. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. To the inside. Nice D from Bridges. The Suns leading. And now the Suns fast break. Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Paul for 3. That one doesn't drop. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Russell. And he lobs it up to the rim. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
On the wing, Crowder. Booker against Edwards. The floater. Oh, good D by Edwards. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Outside Booker. Pass to Aiden, and stolen by Gobert. Bridges against Russell. McDaniels passes to Russell. Back to Daniels. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 6 assists in the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Bridges. And here's Ayton. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
Here's Russell, and then Russell with the dunk.
And now just having some fun. Russell, you know he likes the big moment. Great confidence and great results.
Now here's Paul. Left side Booker. Left side Russell. Oh, Paul with the block.
Chris Paul, such an outstanding defensive player, and his teammates appreciate that he gets steals, but he also can occasionally get a block shot, too.
Here's Paul. Inside. We've got 1:23 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Doubled by Towns. Clock at 6. Here's Bridges. And too long on the shot. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. There's the drive. The rebound by Bridges.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, better finish it.
An open look for Booker. And he sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, a high-volume score with just too many moves to count. Booker is so dependable under pressure.
Now here's Russell. Towns is screen on Paul. Pass to Towns.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
Good on the first. And that increases the lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 7-point game.
Making the most of his trip to the line and helping them extend their lead.
Booker against Edwards. And it's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Crafty finish by Booker, a walking bucket. Devin can beat you so many different ways.
Now here's Towns. Edwards, a pass to Towns.
Phoenix foul.
And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
Anthony Towns at the line for 2.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
The previous play is under
A gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
All right, fans, I need you to give it up for your son's breakdance crew.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Cats is generally among the best in the league.
Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. They're down by 7. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Now here's McDaniels. And so it's Minnesota with the W. This was a hard...
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Now Jackson. Outside, George. Gobert with the block.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Just 4 to shoot. And it's Leonard missing.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Now here is George. Outside Jackson. Back to George. That one no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Up again, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Now, here is Russell. Out to Edwards. The shot. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
George. Outside Leonard and stolen by Russell. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And the wide open shot from Morris. Drills it from outside.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Gobert with a screen on Leonard. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Outside, George. From downtown. He can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. And here is McDaniel. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws in this
The Timberwolves, Jaden McDermott.
No good on the free throw. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Towns trying to get open. Kept alive. Russell kicks to McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. McDaniels finds Russell. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off his arm.
That's defense. Clippers ball.
Clippers leading by 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Russell inside. Jackson on him. And it's Russell missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
But deep 3 from George. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morris against Towns. Out to Russell. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in this game. Fires from 14. George, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
As you've seen, they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
George with no one around. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
Here's Edwards. Misses the jumper. Up in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close.
Please give a big round of applause.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now, here's McDaniels. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Here's Gobert, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
What an outstanding defender. Gobert's combination, in my opinion, of size and length is tough to match up against.
And he makes both free throws. We know you need talent to win, Steve, so how critical is basketball IQ to winning at the highest level? How important is it in that equation?
Kevin, it's everything. A playoff series can turn on a single play. And the guys, you can tell the difference who has a high basketball IQ and an average IQ. It does make a difference.
Paul George with the steal. Leonard against Russell. Charity stripe shot, and the jumper is good. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
George against Edwards.
Blocking foul.
And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. For Minnesota, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
He's off on the second.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
It's stolen by Morris. George against Edwards. To the inside, Zubats. The shot that time, not on target. And Minnesota now the other way. Edwards passes to Gobert. Hustle against Jackson. Fires the 3. Here's Gobert. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George with the ball. He's picked up by Russell.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
Now George. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range.
Made that shot a little harder than it had to be. No one around him. Just rise straight up and drill it.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Morris.
Minnesota charged with a foul. Rudy Gobert.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the contest.
First team foul.
In my opinion, one of the most talented two-way players of this generation. Paul George has stayed humble throughout his success and has shown that he is willing to do whatever it takes to win.
Now, here is George. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Here's Russell. No points in the game yet for him. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Here's Leonard. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Russell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Another thing you like about Russell, just good size at that lead guard position, and makes him a handful to defend inside.
We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Here's Leonard. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. George against Edwards. Towns for 3. Out to Russell. Takes a 3. He can't hit that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Takes the 13-footer. Jackson has the open look. No good on the 3. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 8-point game. Launches it. Gobert trying to get open. Another miss by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here's George for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Russell kicks to Edwards. He dishes it to McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Towns for 3. Another miss by Towns. Paul George, he's been the guy making things.
With the score, your Clippers 20, the Timberwolves 12.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Paul George really making a difference here.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steal.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. Out to the right wing. Back to Edwards. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Now here's Leonard. He kicks it to Jackson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's McDaniels. That 3 off the mark. Clippers leading by 6. Leonard with the ball. Zubac the pass to Leonard. The 3 ball. Sinks the 3-pointer. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
Towns for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Leonard attacking and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
For three, Edwards. They grab their own miss and slam dunk by Gobert.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
Jackson kicks to George. Pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Russell passes to Gobert. Towns for three. Rebounded by Jackson. Clippers leading by 9. Knocked loose. Towns with the steal. Gobert finds Russell.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Right wing. Towns, high post. Morris is there. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good from outside. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. George passes to Jackson. Gobert with the block. Outside, Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
And George gets it to go.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrate the offense, creating for others.
Outside Leonard. Shoots over McDaniel. And it's in after a nice punch off the right side. Leonard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers. Edwards looking it over. Outside Russell. Nailed from three-point land. Russell's got 5.
Hitting three-pointers, so important in today's NBA. Good thing Russell's got the range and confidence to do so.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fires top of the key. Leonard no luck. Timberwolves trail by 8. Now McDaniels. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. Will make it tough to come back.
The Timberwolves, your Clippers, Houston team. It's time.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Russell. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. For 3, Edwards. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's George. Over Edwards.
And as a defender, Edwards' speed and agility make him tough to shake. No easy shots with him on you.
And finished off by McDaniel.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now, here is Morris. From deep three-point range. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Russell against Jackson. Right side, Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Count it.
So many tools in the bag for Kawhi. Foul line down. He's very hard to stop.
Outside, Russell. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And finished off by Leonard.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Jackson against Russell. McDaniels up top. And the rejection by Leonard. Left side, George. In the corner, it's Morris. Clock at 6. George passes to Leonard. No good with the triple. Timberwolves trail by 12. McDaniels with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Out to Russell. Towns in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Towns has got it back down to single digits for Minnesota. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Leonard looking around. Back to Jackson. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Zubac, no good.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Passes it to McDaniels. There's the dish to Edwards. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Clippers.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
And George kicks to Zubac. Back to George. The shake. And there's the pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard takes the 3. That shot off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Outside Towns. Russell from long range. Timberwolves passing it around for 3. And it's Towns missing. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Back to George. Outside Leonard. The 19-foot shot. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups. Great execution, big target, perfect delivery. That's a tall task to defend Rudy Gobert.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. And so Los Angeles takes the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Brian.
One of the all-time greats, Allie. No question about it.
Here we go.
And it's the Suns to start out. Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. It's Booker on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot off. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's George. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And Grant, we've got 2 teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Outside Booker. Oh, a terrific swat. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. We played just over a minute here in the first. Clock at 2. Here's Paul. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
George with it. From deep. Connects from downtown. George has got 5.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space. Does not hesitate there.
And the Suns call time here. The Suns have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in a season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
Ayton, great D that time from Zubac.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and the point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win. Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. For so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
Now here's Leonard, takes the 3, and Ayton pulls it down. Crowder outside to the wing on the left. Here's the 3. Oh, George with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Morris finds some space. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Now here's Booker. He takes it in. Sweet little floater.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Here's Jackson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Zubac finds Leonard. 1:27 left to play in the first. Can't hit from the elbow. Paul against Jackson. It's Bridges on the wing. Outside for Booker. And a miss there on the triple. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. It's George on the wing. Booker defending. Leonard passes to George. Sinks the tray. George has got 8 points.
This is what you expect. Paul George can get it going from the perimeter like that.
Pass to Aiden. Here's Crowder. Booker with it. Shot clock at 6. Booker missing again. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 13-4 run. Now Leonard. He's guarded by Bridges. The 3 is up. Leonard. That one's good. Leonard's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Takes one from 10 feet. And no good. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Clippers. 8 points.
Fans, your Clippers, Houston.
Great to have you with us. 2nd quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers they're capitalizing on.
We've got Amir Coffey, Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Wall in at the point guard. That's the group for the Clippers starting the 2nd. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
The Clippers making a switch here. Kennard's checked in.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Crowder. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Suns basketball.
For 3, Bridges. Gets the 3 to fall. Bridges has got 5. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover for him.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
The Suns trailing. Off target from 3-point range.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, BA. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Here's Paul, and it's rejected.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
To the middle. It's Covington on the wing. It's stolen by Johnson. 3-pointer, Bridges. Phoenix no good that time either. Los Angeles has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Crowder against Covington. Pass to Coffey. Launches a 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Outside Paul. Over Wall. Phoenix no good that time either. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. And the Clippers lead by 15. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep rim.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps when you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first half. Kennard outside. From deep. Crowder grabs the miss. For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Pass to Paul. Crowder outside. And here's Ayton. The kick out to Johnson. Another shot. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Los Angeles has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. The kick out to Johnson. Out left to the wing. Here's a 3 from Paul. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Coffee on the wing. It's stolen by Johnson. In transition, here come the Suns. For 3, Bridges. He's off on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Kennard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard. But you'd like to see him get better position.
Yeah, he'd like to have that one back. I think there was an angle to get to that ball, but a bit reckless on that play.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Landale's checked in for the Suns. Booker comes in for Johnson. Here's George. No good. A bit long that time.
When you're that open, do you really need to go with the leader?
And this is the type of play where Devin...
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Paul George has been sensational.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Paul passes to Bridges. Pass to Landale. On the wing, Crowder. Offline with a 3. The Clippers in the lead. George, right side. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Hits a 3-pointer.
Devin Booker lethal on the pull-up jump shot. Loves going to this shot when the D is not paying any attention. I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Now here's George. Give him 8. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Paul George dunk contest, maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Phoenix making some changes. Saric checks in for Crowder. Craig comes in for Bridges. And it's Lee in for Paul.
You got to love Devin Booker and the way he just competes no matter what the score is and no matter where the team is sitting in the standing.
Morris outside. From deep three-point range. George outside. Pass to Leonard. Fires the 3. And they'll get another chance. George outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. George has got 13.
George gets it going, and he is a rock right now on offense. Sturdy, steady, and strong.
And Booker, here we go. And that one's good.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Here's Jackson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Leonard. Jackson, pass to Leonard. 4 on the clock. The baseline J. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
Kawhi Leonard keeping the game very simple and just taking what the defense is gifting him.
Jackson against Booker. Now here's Saric. Tight defense on him. Lets it go from 11. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And there's not a thing you can do against Devin Booker when he's heating up like this.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the third quarter. Leonard double team. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, a little exclamation point. And here's Booker. He's got 13. Puts up a 3. The Suns need to get off a shot. Landale misses. The Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's George. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside Craig. Lee on the wing. Outside Booker. From deep. And the Suns get another 3.
Well, the mindset of Booker there, pretty solid. He feels like he can make just about any shot, especially the deep triple.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard outside. From downtown, Clippers keep it alive. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And so it's fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Suns trailing. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Just got that ball on a string and uses that change of pace so effective. Chris Paul getting wherever he wants to go now.
Now Leonard. From 13, count that bucket.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Paul with it. Bridges outside. Good work defensively by Leonard.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
George passes to Covington. Back to George. 20 feet out. And there's another one for the Clippers.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Booker, the pass to Bridges. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Now here's Wall. It's Covington on the wing. Up and over Crowder. The offensive rebound. For three, George. From behind the arc. The rebound by Bridges. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Pass to Zubac. George outside. Let's go with a three. George with another miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Crowder outside. Fires the three. The shot off that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. George with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. And there it is for him.
And Covington has proven to be a team player, willing to share it.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Paul.
2 minutes.
Pass to Booker.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter here. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
That's got to feel good. A guy who can score, stepping up and hitting buckets as important as that one.
George outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. Crowder's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Booker against Zubac. Back to Booker. Over Covington. Booker no good. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. And the jam by Covington.
Those feel so good. Covington up there for a slam dunk.
It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Booker. Launches it. And it's Booker again missing.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Leonard for 3. Crowder grabs the miss. And it's the Suns with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And Ayton with the stuff.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Trying here to put the game out of reach.
And that's why it's important to play this one smart.
George outside. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. It's good.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Paul passes to Booker. Beyond the arc. Cash. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
George outside. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
Line for your Clippers. Kawhi Leonard.
So he can't get either to fall. Phoenix calls timeout. Guys, what do you think?
An insane scenario. Not enough time for a catch and shoot 3. So it has to be an alley-oop that draws the and 1 foul.
that's what they're looking for this late in the game.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it.